Welcome everyone to Bullseye Options. My name is Nick Santiago. Today is February 24th, 2022. I'm going to share with you a rule that saved me a lot of heartache, and it was in an options trade that I recently took in Southern Copper Corp. And in fact, the rule is that you want to give yourself time on the clock. A lot of beginner options traders, retail options traders that is, generally will get involved in equities, and what they'll do is they'll take the trade with the near-term expiration. So I don't think that's a prudent rule at all. I think you want to take trades that will ultimately give you some time on the clock, so to speak. So two big mistakes that a lot of traders make. One, they go too far out as far as the strike price is concerned. And the other, which means you're out of the money on the option. And the other mistake they make is that they don't allow themselves enough time for the option to play out. Now, I'm going to show you this trade that we got into in Southern Copper Corp. And I've been in this play for a little while now, really since the end of January. And you can see how this thing has just been a rocket ship to the upside. And what happened here is it looked like it was going to break out, and it didn't break out, and then it just continued to consolidate. And a lot of traders were saying, Nick, this is a bullish pattern. We're going to get slammed on this name. We're going to lose money. What are you doing? And I said, just sit tight. The pattern is bearish, actually. And they didn't see it. But the benefit was, while I was wrong in the month of January, ultimately right in the month of February, I gave myself a lot of time. I gave myself the expiration all the way till June 16, 2023. So I had some time on the clock, so to speak, and that's what you want to do. So this was a losing options play, and today I closed it out for a 30% gain. Now, I still believe this is going to go lower, but we are into the 50-day moving average. Stock has been relatively strong, so I decided to take it off the table at my first target, and I closed out the position today. But this would be a stock I will look to put back on, another put position, after some kind of rebound or continuous bearish pattern. But right now, today, we closed it out. Now, I want to show you why I said this stock is ultimately a bearish pattern. A couple of things here. One, if you look at the weekly chart, you'll see that this equity surged up into resistance here. Now, everybody's looking at it saying, hey, there's a bullish pullback, and it was, and it is. But today, you can see how this stock reversed down. And those of you that know the methodology that I teach at In the Money Stocks, you're going to notice this pattern here. And I'm just going to draw in a simple trend line. And what you'll see here is with this simple trend line, we have this big resistance trend line area. And going into this big level, which is exactly what it did, very often this level will pierce up, but it cannot close above there. Now, this is a monthly chart. So sometimes you limit yourself by just looking at smaller time frames. Here I looked at a monthly chart and I said, no, this is going to go up, pierce through this level, then it'll come back in. And sure enough, that's exactly what the equity did. So turned a losing trade into a winning trade, was able to close out the trade for 30% on the option today, and that's a good bingo. We also closed out another trade today in the options for with Antero Resources. We had a call option on this. Again, methodology proved to be right once more. This was actually a GAN trade. A lot of people don't know it. And that had a great move. And earlier this week, we closed out a trade here in EQT, and that was a nice winner as well. So options are starting to heat up now, and again, there'll be more trades coming out shortly. With that being said, everybody, have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the charts.